Hearts and minds and movements, but this is pain. This is loving is what together we've got to be. Loving is what
Hello. Yeah, I was next. I was trying to get the number of all the okay, one question though. I used to be able to get like
gotta get on board on the love. You're everything that I dream of. From the day we start to go. They said that we're too young to fall in love, but our hearts fell from the day our lips first touched. Stolen moments weren't enough. When they said that we're too young to fall in love, but we strong. As days and months and years roll on, love is what we'll build upon and show them that we are not too young to fall in love, 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 fall in love. Oh, my love. Days and months and years have gone, yet our love still stands. Don't you wrong, people, 'cause I just want my boy to be rocking anyhow. Please don't rock my boat, oh, 'cause I don't want my boat to be rocking. I'm telling you that's wrong. Ooh, I like it, the life and death. Yeah, you can. thinking of it's always using you is what I don't want to do, is what I don't want to do. I think I'm losing you because your guys are true. You know what to do to keep me falling. I'm blind to you. You could have been true, but instead I keep losing you. I went to see Sister Joan, and she said, he keep on using you.
Attention, Sister Dubon, a gifted spiritual and healer, offers psychic readings daily, removes evil spirits, bad luck, and can help you with money problems, and specializes in love and health problems. If you want to be happy again in life, call now, 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273.
We got to be the livest station. Look, the livest station on the air. So the next time you're on Facebook or Twitter, share. KingandQueenRadio.com, 93.5 FM.
I think I'm losing you because your guys are true.
Yes, 93.5 FM WVIP, the one and only Sister Newman, African spiritual reader,
What to do to keep me
spiritual doctor, is here. Lucky numbers, horoscopes. You'll be able to call in the studio, 718-253-4239. King and Queen Radio, talking music every Monday night starting at 9 p.m. Every Monday night starting at 9 p.m. Stay tuned for Sister Dubon. If you have trouble, she has the solutions. KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com.
keeps on teasing you. Turn bumping, baby, baby. Zulu, Zulu, Zulu. I'm finished with you. It's over. See you later, alligators. Give me a call now. I know you need my spiritual help. I'm here to help you. I want to help you. I want to remove the bad luck from your life. I want to help you get your life back together. Don't suffer no more when you got me, Sister Devon. I'm Sister Devon, and I have worked with many of people. I have helped the blind. I have also helped people who is crooked. I have a lot of people who have many diseases, and they got cured. Through spiritual prayers and through your faith, we can change things in your life. You need to believe in me, and I can help you. Through me and God, we will pray together, and we will get your life back in order. I will give you spiritual baths. I will give you things to help you to remove the demons, the bad luck out of your life, to take away all the bad luck, to remove those evil spirits. You don't have to suffer no more. Call me Sister Devon, 718-253-7273. Good evening, New York City. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. And we are live tonight. It's going to be a beautiful show tonight. And tonight I'm going to learn a lot, and you're going to learn a lot with me. It's just a great thing. We're going to have sports and entertainment tonight. And the president, Mr. Don Felice, going to be on tonight with us, and a couple other, I can say, football. It's all about football. I guess I learned about football tonight because it's going to be an exciting night. So all you folks out there who love football, we're going to get some experience tonight talking to Mr. Don Felice, and he's also is the president and sports and entertainment. So this is going to be a great show. So go and get all your friends, get everybody together, and get ready. It may be that time for them to come on. So if you're already on, folks, there's going to be a great King and Queen Radio. Okay? So, So tonight, it's going to be a great night. So folks, you're listening to King and Queen Radio, and you can call me daily, Sister Devon. That's 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. Okay, I think we're going to have that interview because we had an interview early. So that's why you always have to be on time. I'm here tonight. Okay.
We're on here now, and I'll let her know, and she'll be on the air with you.
Okay. So, folks, again, we're listening to King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, and this is an exciting night. One of the lines went out during the time, but you know, we're going to do what we got to do. So I want to welcome everybody here tonight. You know.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon here. Good afternoon. Who we have this evening? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, Jimmy, how are you? I'm trying to get these lines together. I apologize but this at the last moment, it's the, you know how the Verizon in New York, I don't know, that service is not that great anymore, I guess. Okay, so this is, who are we speaking with out there?
So this is Jimmy Cole from the National Scouting Combine.
Okay, 1 second, I'm waiting on the engineer.
Gotcha.
Okay, I hear you pretty clear now. I don't want to move around too much. Okay, do you hear me clear on your end?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, as long as you hear me clear out there, let the folks know who am I speaking with so they can know who I am, who you are out there.
Gotcha. So again, this is Jimmy Cole from the National Scouting Combine.
Oh, that's exciting to hear. And you want to tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so basically I started the National Scouting Combine back in 2010, and I was lucky enough to be a player, and in the NFL Combine 21 years ago.
Oh,
And
exciting.
I created this to give athletes, especially the small school athletes, the athletes that miss out on the NFL Combine experience, the opportunity to get, dare I say, as close to that type of experience as possible to be seen and scouted and hopefully signed by professional leagues all over the world.
Oh my goodness. And this is exciting. And what I want to ask you, Jimmy, how long has the event been held? How long has this event been going on?
So we started as a regional combine in 2010 and 2011. And in 2012, we thought, let's take this to the big leagues. And we decided to create a national event, once again, similar to the NFL Combine, where we would invite deserving athletes, qualified athletes that we thought could play professionally, whether it was at the NFL, CFL, XFL level, arena when it was around indoor football. And we've been very lucky and fortunate to have helped athletes really unlock their potential and sign contracts and get opportunities to play literally in every single professional league on this planet.
Wow, that is fantastic. And this station here is located in Brooklyn. This is BrooklynStation.com. And do you ever get any people here from Brooklyn?
It's funny. We do get athletes from New York, and of course, my whole family's from New York, so big fan of the NYC. But the interesting thing about our event is not just athletes from New York, and I would have to go back into my database and look, but we've actually had athletes come from 12 different countries.
12 different countries. That is fantastic. Wow. And so you say, how long has the event been held?
On the national level, since 2012, technically we're going into our 10th national event. And 6 years ago, we moved it to Indianapolis to operate during the same with the NFL Combine. Unfortunately, the NFL Combine is not taking place this week, or this year. They're doing it a little bit differently. So thus, we're more or less the big show coming to town. But the unique thing about this event is, as crappy as 2020 has been for everyone,
Yes.
it opened up some doors where we've actually attracted the likes of different U.S. Olympic teams to come scout the town, different professional rugby associations to come. We have agents and representatives that will be coming to scout and recruit players for pro wrestling. So when it's all said and done, athletes that come to the National Scouting Combine will receive more exposure and more opportunities to be seen across multiple professional platforms in multiple sports. And there's no other event out there that provides anything like this for the athletes.
Wow, I know I have a big audience and we have a lot of athletes. I know they're listening to this and they are going to be excited about meeting you. So what opportunities have come?
Well, for those that are listening, there are 13 days, 11 hours for we head to Indy. And for those that would like to receive that type of opportunity, and let me first say, everything we do is for the athletes.
Oh,
I was
that,
lucky enough to compete in 4 professional leagues in the NFL down, and no one was doing that for me. My father was my agent, and I had a lot of, opportunities, spent a lot of money on the game, and was lucky enough to make it at several levels. And that's why I poured all my passion into what can we do for the athletes now? How can we expand on your opportunity to showcase your talent? And that's really what it's about, opening the door.
well, that is fantastic.
Every athlete that comes to our event, their success isn't based on what we do. We're going to open the door. I'm going to provide you with the opportunity to show what you can do. And if you've been training, if you've been preparing, if you've been taking care of business on and off the field, we'll give you a shot to put it all on the line.
Wow.
That's the best thing a lot of athletes can look for and ask for at this time, is there's the opportunity to do what we need.
Well, I can tell you, coming from Brooklyn, you should be getting a lot of people out there because this is heard worldwide as this moment goes, and you got great opportunities. And how do you sign up? Follow them.
So basically, the athletes can sign up at www.nationalscoutingcombine.com, and they fill out the form. And basically, our scouts and our staff will review the players and make sure that we're bringing in the type of talent that can be seen on the appropriate days, because this is an event that takes place over the course of 4 days. One of the big things that too many athletes experience, like myself, are more or less these big meat market type events where
Yes.
200-300 people come in. We bring in a select amount of people each day so that we can guarantee repetitions. We can guarantee film. We can guarantee the opportunity to stand out and not be, one of 100 or 200 guys in one day crammed into a few hours.
Oh, that is great. I'm listening to that, and at least they don't have to wait around. Everything is good there. And where are you located?
So the event takes place in Indianapolis. We are running it at a phenomenal facility called Grand Park Event Center. Basically, it's where the Indianapolis Colts host their annual training camp. So in essence, it is the second best place that you can be, as opposed to Lucas Oil Stadium, where they hold the annual NFL Combine. Our goal is to give these athletes a very unique opportunity to go through this experience. And I should say, this doesn't happen over the course of one day. The athletes actually come in the day before so that we can get all their measurables, allow them to meet with whatever scouts are there, get interviewed by media, we feed them. It's a really great experience and a networking opportunity for these athletes to learn from my staff. And I'll dote on my staff all day because they're the best in business. They've all played, coached, or worked at the collegiate and professional levels. And that's important for the athletes to know, because I can sit back and be, rest assured that these athletes they'll basically receive expert advice and opinions and tips on what they need to do to get better, because it's about educating them on what the next step is. Most athletes that come to our event, they're not blue chippers, they're not first round draft picks. They're really looking for an outlet. They're looking for but push in the right direction. And that's what we try to give these kids. We don't rush it. You know, it's a 24-hour experience, not a 4-hour experience.
Oh, okay. So, and I want to ask another question. And where have you played at? Where have some of your clients played at?
So our clients have played, I know, and I have to go back and look, we've got guys like Chad Tackert, Maurice Leggett, guys that had their shots in the NFL. Maurice Leggett was a former Kansas City Chief, came to our event, ended up signing after an event we ran in 2012, and went on to be a huge star in the CFL. Chad Tackert did the same thing and with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Got released and winning the Grey Cup, becoming MVP of the year. We've had athletes stand out in Europe, in the indoor, in the arena leagues. We had several athletes that got signed into the XFL last year until it fell apart. You know, I try not to single out too many because it's really about what these athletes can do for themselves. Our goal is really to put these, you know, these players in a position to be very successful. I like to tell their story. That's one of the things that we do on our website. For those that come to, you know, our Twitter page at Beyond Sports or to our website, you know, like yourself, giving me an opportunity to tell my story with the event. Mm-hmm. Our goal and what makes us unique is we want to tell the story for all the athletes. We want to introduce who they are and what they bring to the table to everyone out there willing to listen, whether it's a scout, a coach, a player personnel, mom and dad, a fan, or a young kid looking to get to that position at the collegiate level.
All right. So now I'm taking you back. Do you have out there with you this afternoon, Mr. Lex Rosario?
I believe Lex is calling in. I know that Don Felice and Lex, I believe they're going to call in because I'm actually down in Virginia.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be expecting him to call in.
Correct.
And I want you to tell the audience again, this is WVIP 93.5 FM, New York City, King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn Station. And it's a pleasure having you on here with us, Mr. Jimmy. What is your name again? Is that Don or Jimmy?
Jimmy Kibble, like Kibble and
Oh, Jimmy Kibble. And what do you do again so the audience can know? Because at first we had a little bit of confusion, but now we good.
Sure. I am the owner and founder of the National Scouting Combine, which in essence is the second biggest event behind the NFL Combine.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, it is a pleasure having you on here with us this evening. This is the first time I interview sports, and I'm like sitting here, I got to try to learn these sports a little more because you caught me off guard, but this is beautiful. It is a pleasure having you on here, and I'll be waiting on Mr. Lex to call me again. And where can they contact you at? Give them your information, sir.
So the best way to get to our website is nationalscoutingcombine.com. And again, for all your athletes that are listening, if they're looking for the next best event to showcase their talents to all professional leagues out there, we're here to help. And I just want to say thank you so much for your time and allowing me to come on and share what we do.
Oh, it's a pleasure having you, and hope to have you back more. And we're going to try to get everything up on the website very soon. Okay?
Thank you very much. Have a great night.
You too. Bye. Folks, you're listening to King and Queen Radio, and we just had Mr. Kimberly, Miss Jim on there, and it's you want to get involved in football. I know there's a lot of people out there. You can follow this page, KingandQueenRadio.com. You can go on. Maybe right now we may be having Mr. X on there. So many people. Don't forget you can call me Sister Devon Daly, 718-253-7273. Okay, we're having another interview now?
Okay, now. Thank you.
Okay.
Donald Felice, agent.
Okay, good afternoon. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. Mr. Don Felice, how are you?
I'm very good, Zina. Thank you for having me this evening. How are you?
Well, I am beautiful to have you on here and to have everybody with you. It is a pleasure. So we want, Mr. Don Felice, we want to tell the people who are you and so they can understand and give us a little bit about what's going on with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. My name's Donald Felice. I am owner and president of A&B Sports Entertainment. We are a sport and entertainment global company specializing in representing athletes, entertainers all over the world in baseball, football, basketball, and in the music industry.
Fantastic. Wow. So, tell us a little bit about it. How is the National Scouting Combine started?
Well, I mean, yeah, hearing Jimmy talk, I mean, geez, this guy, you hear the stories about these kids that come from nowhere, that don't have opportunities. I mean, this guy lived it. I mean, he really didn't get into it, but, he had no offers coming out of high school as one of the best kickers in the country. If you sat around with him, he'd tell you the story. I think him and his father sent out probably 50 tapes to different colleges before he actually got an offer and a scholarship, which, kickers to get a scholarship, doesn't happen very often. And, he made it to the national championship game, although he wasn't on the winning end. And as he mentioned, working with, the kids that are the diamonds in the rough, giving them a legitimate opportunity to showcase their talent in front of, basically the world now, the way everything is gone virtual and digital. There's a lot of people out there that say they provide a service. Jimmy is doing it top notch. And I met him a few years ago when he sent me a kicker, Arena Pro Football kicker Derek Bacha. I saw this kid at a combine. He ran a 4.3 40, and I said, "Man, can you catch the ball?" And he started laughing, and he said, "No, but I can kick." And he turned and kicked it 58 yards into the wind. So that's how I met Jimmy when he sent me one of our first clients, Derek. And Jimmy and I have been, working on this combine. It's his event. I'm just lucky to have, a player or two be invited to the event. This year, we're blessed to have 5 of our rookie clients that are going to be attending the event. So when that happens, that's something that I'm actually going to be attending the event, because as an agent today, a lot of these guys get lost, and we do our best to support the athletes, not just over the phone and, on the internet, but actually the old school way of actually showing up and being on the sidelines with them to support them, when, as we say, the game is on the line.
Wow, that is so great, so great. There's so many people out there listening to you. And so when did you really get started into this business?
Well, I became an agent now. A&D Sports has been around a little over 8 years. I was a former pro athlete, raced bicycles professionally all over the world. Retired in 2012 and didn't want to punch a clock every day. And I like to go into events, and tickets are expensive. And when you're an agent, usually now you get free tickets. So there's one of the perks of being an agent and owner, and then usually to sit courtside. So there are some bonuses to that. But we're about supporting the athletes, believing in them. We just signed a young man, AJ Beach, out of California.
Yes.
He's one of those kids that didn't have the right people around him, went out one night, had a bad night, got in some trouble, cleaned up his act, admitted what he did, owned up to it, got him an opportunity, but once again, no agents, nobody wanted to believe in him. And his film is great, his attitude is great. Those are the kind of kids we want to work with. He's going to get an opportunity to put on a helmet and play professional football, whether he's making, $2,000 or $2 million. For some of these young men,
what they do later in life, the things they're doing right now, I think is going to mold their future, and especially with the way the world is moving forward right now, is, who knows what's going to happen and what they're calling, the new next norm of what we're doing. And people need an outlet. Music and sports have been an outlet for centuries. You go back in the Olympic days, way back in the day, they had the Olympics that people attended. That was sport where, people died. So the passion, the excitement for not just the players, but the fans and, the people that take part, and then to have your family there with you. A lot of these players don't come from the best areas, and to give them that opportunity to live that lifestyle and do something good, and then when they make it, they give back to the community. That's what it's all about. We're honored to be in a position to have some unbelievable talent. As Jimmy said, his staff's the best in the business, and tonight, because the combine is his, I'm going to give him that title. I'm going to say we have the second best staff in the business. My company would not be as successful as it is without the people that I have around me. And when decisions need to be made, you have to trust those people. Otherwise, why give them the opportunity?
Well, Mr. Don Felicia, I think you're doing a great job. But with this corona and all this, how are you dealing with the situation? Is it a setback for you, or you learn how to adapt with it?
That's a great question, and I appreciate you asking that. It's a touchy subject for a lot of people, but it is something that is in our lives every day, and it needs to be addressed. And
yes,
a lot of companies, a lot of businesses, a lot of people are hurting and struggling out there. Last year, every one of my players pretty much, lost their opportunities. My bands, all our musicians pretty much lost all their gigs. I was actually the road manager for the amazing Kreskin, if you remember who he was.
Yes, I do.
World famous mentalist on the Tonight Show probably 100 times. Could probably guess how much change you had in your pocket right now if you had any. I was traveling with him around the United States, and we had world tours planned, and everything got put on hold. Stuff starting to open up now, and a lot of people could have gone out of business like they did, and we were blessed to put a plan together. Once again, thanks to my staff, we've executed that plan. We've grown as a company. We've brought on probably, and I don't mean to offend any of my current players, but probably our best rookie class we've ever had as far as a company, and not just football, but baseball. We're going to be signing some young men this week and making some announcements, and basketball as well. So, we grew our staff, we rebranded, we brought in a couple people that are in key positions in the company now. We actually created a title for Mark Gonzalez, our Director of Sponsorship and Endorsement, who's doing a great job. And, we've got 8 clients on an arena football team in Louisville, Kentucky, and he's reaching out to businesses there to provide an opportunity for our young men to go in and possibly mentor these young kids at schools, at colleges, boys and girls centers. And, what better way to have, a guy like Corey Madlock, who's going to walk in with a big old arena championship ring on his finger from the Iowa Barnstormers, and then he's 6'4", 320-pound lineman. And, usually you listen to guys like that.
Wow,
they've been there, they've experienced it, and they're still hungry to get back. And that's what this is all about. Like Jimmy said, it's creating opportunities. And these guys are #1 draft picks. They're not getting $10 billion bonuses. These are guys that go to work every day and work at Staples or work part-time jobs that aren't their career, but it allows them to get to the gym and train and get away on a weekend like, next weekend in Indianapolis, and take advantage of an opportunity that, especially like you said, in COVID, these opportunities are very limited. And
that's right.
I know Jimmy's going to run a safe event and cover all the protocol that is required with COVID. And, we had some players in the spring league in San Antonio back in October, November. And, everybody's in a bubble, everybody's in the same hotel. Everybody's tested on a regular, I believe, on a daily basis. So we're going to take the precautions that we need to survive the way the times are right now, but not just survive, but prosper by putting the time in the gym. You know, a lot of my guys have put in work and become not just better players, but better people through this. Because a lot of people are going through a lot of hard things and depression and no jobs, no income, and you know, we're blessed to be in a position to guide and mentor these young men and keep them positive, not just physically, but mentally.
Yes.
And get them where they need to be. And then we're going to be standing right next to them to support them. And, you know, that's hard to find in today's world.
Well, I want to congratulate you, Mr. Don, because there's a lot of people listening here in Brooklyn worldwide on this station, WVIP. And all over Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, in all the boroughs, and all over right now with internet radio. So we want to thank you so much. So how can they give them the information again, who they can contact, and so they can get started? Because Brooklyn and
absolutely, and you know, any aspiring athlete looking for a quality agent that is going to support them, andsportsentertainment.com is the website. We're on all your social medias, you know, like you guys are under AND Sports. You know, you can reach us, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We post a lot of stuff. We're in the process of developing a YouTube channel, which we're going to be launching sometime here soon. Probably at the event down in Indianapolis is the plan right now. So, you know, and Lex Rosario, who you're going to be talking to next, is one of our rookie clients for the class of 2021. He's a first-team All-PSAC East Selection wide receiver. Big kid, very stable player. You know, played in 35 games in 3 years. He led his team in receptions. You know, he comes from a small school, and like Jimmy, he has a story to tell. We're excited to, you know, get to see him perform under the lights, you know, with everyone watching, which he's done over 3 or 4 years and proved himself. And like Jimmy said, now he gets a 24-hour opportunity to be able to showcase his talents. And, you know, we're very confident that, you know, he's going to do well. I know he's in the best shape of his life. And, you know, those are the kind of guys we want. We're excited to have him get this opportunity. And once again, without Jimmy and the National Scouting Combine, you know, this wouldn't be happening. So we're very much appreciative of the opportunity. So, and you as well for bringing us on the air tonight. Thank you.
Thank you as well, Mr. Dunn. Okay, when is he? Is he there now, or he's calling in?
I believe he'll be calling in.
All right,
in the next minute or
I'll
so.
be waiting on him to call.
Please tell him I said hello and to not stay up late unless he's going to the gym. All right.
All right, you good?
All right. God bless. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And you know, once again, thanks King and Queen Radio for the opportunity to spread the word on the Combine and A&D Sports and Total Package Energy. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, Don. Bye. You're listening to King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, and we just heard a lot, and we got another guest coming on, folks. And don't forget, I'm Sister DeBonk. You can call me daily for spiritual advice, 718-253-7273. If you'd like to get on this show, you can always call me 718-253-7273 so I can get you on this show. King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. You can watch us on YouTube right now, or you can watch us live on KingandQueenRadio.com, BrooklynStation.com.
Thanks for that.
Okay. Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Yes, and how are you? Am I speaking with Mr. Lex Rosario?
Yes, ma'am.
I am fine, thank you. So, Mr. Lex Rosario, tell us a little bit about you and what you're doing. I heard great things, and Mr. Don Felicia says, don't stay out too late, and unless you're going to the gym, don't stay up. Make sure you keep busy. So,
Yeah, of course.
all right, so tell us about you. I heard such good things about you being a great kicker, so just talk to us. Tell us.
No, I'm actually not a kicker. I'm a wide receiver. Wide receiver, you know, you gotta run fast and catch the ball all the time.
Oh, you're a receiver. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm learning this field. I guess after this, I'll be hosting sports. This is my first experience. So go ahead, honey.
Right.
Tell us about you. Okay.
Okay, yeah, played football in Pennsylvania. Then I played college in Pennsylvania as well, in Westchester University, right outside of Philadelphia. It's like 45 minutes outside of Philadelphia. Like I said, I play wide receiver. Had a great season at Westchester. Great career, actually. 4 years playing. Was the first team all PSAC wide receiver, which is all conference. And, you know, I'm looking to try to hopefully showcase my talents in Indianapolis within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I hear about that. And let the folks know when that's going to be.
So I'm going to be participating on March 10th, and that's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Indianapolis.
Oh, that is going to be so beautiful. I know you can't wait for that. Are you nervous as I am talking to you now?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm excited.
You can't wait for that. That's the big moment.
Oh, absolutely.
I know
I'm
you.
jumping out my skin.
Oh, God bless you. So how long did it take you to really think about this is what you want to do for life?
Not very long. I mean, I've been playing football since I was in the second grade, and I've known ever since. I loved it. Actually, I didn't like it at first, but you know, my dad kept pushing me, and I thank him for that. And you know, I'm excited to continue this journey.
You know, you got me thinking back in the South, when I was back in the South when I was young, that was the number one thing that you did in the South was play football. And I remember the Gators back in those days. And I loved it, football. That was one of the things. I'm from North Florida. So that was one of the biggest things they played down there was football. And listening to you, I'm gonna get back into that football and sports and you know, and watch it too because it's beautiful. So
pretty soon you'll be commentating.
No, great. So tell us a little bit more about your childhood. How was your childhood?
I had a very good childhood. Very supportive family. I had 5 siblings. Very, like I said, very supportive family. Grew up, you know, didn't have the most money, but, you know, we made the most out of it. And, you know, I couldn't be more thankful for, you know, the opportunities that I've been given, you know, up until today.
Well, I'm very happy to have you on this show. You're on WVIP.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
WVIP 93.5 in New York City. And where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Pennsylvania, Northeast Pennsylvania, actually right on the border of New York and New Jersey. It's the tri-state.
Oh, great. So you're gonna be real big one day. So
I hope so.
we can't wait to see you. Anything you would like to say to some of the kids out there, people listening that would love to be in sports, give them some encouraging words so they can go and sign up?
Oh, absolutely. You know, first of all, I want to thank Jimmy Kibble and Donald for allowing me to do the show. Also, I want to thank you. You know, I want to thank all my supporters and my family, my girlfriend. I want everybody just to know that you just got to keep pushing, and if you have a dream, you should chase it. You shouldn't let anything come between it.
Well, we're happy to hear you say that, and looking forward to see you down there soon.
Absolutely. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and you have a pleasant evening.
Yep, you too, Zina. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast, I enjoyed it so much. I think I'm going to start now hosting sports because this is really fun. And my first game was watching the game just passed. What was it called, the game again? I got to get into sports. We got DJ Tony Daz. Tony Daz, what was the game just passed?
You talking about the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl. I watched the Super Bowl. Did you think the Super Bowl was fixed? You didn't see it. What team you? What team you think? What team did you go for? No comments. Okay. All right, folks. You listen to King and Queen Radio on BrooklynStation.com. Thank you, folks, for tonight listening to. And don't forget, you can always sign up. You got some kids out there to get them out of trouble, to get them more important, and sports entertainment. Just go there, and you'll be able to do what you got to do. Sign up. All right, we're going to take it back to King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, and we're taking it back to music.
Oh, baby, la, 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 la. I go away. You said,
That's audio we got that mixing. Everybody was coming out loud. Yeah. Right. I gotta find out. He said 58 yards. There's another football thing I seen. I want to see how many yards. It's like a lot. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a
Okay, I'd like to give some shout outs out there. Shout out going out there to Chastity and Baby Love. Shout out going out there to Beverly. Good evening, Beverly. God, hello, Heather, and all the rest of my great people out there. I want to say hello to. And this night was just a fantastic, nervous night for me because everything, the Verizon broke down, the disc broke down, and I'm saying, I'm here like on edges. Is this going to work? That going to work, folks? It's been a real night for me, but I got through this interview. I want to thank my guests for coming on here with me. And wow, I was just thinking about Mr. Lex Rosario and all these people out there. It's really making it, folks. So there's things you can do if you feel like you're bored. There's things you can do to get things going. So I want to say big up to each and every one out there. Hey, Bronx, my Bronx, how are you? Staten Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Queens, New York City. I never say New York City for some reason. Massachusetts, upstate New York, everybody out there who's out there incarcerated. Big up to y'all too out there. No war, no more. Zulu. Okay, it's going to be a great night here. We're going to have a great time here tonight. I'm still getting myself together. I will be giving you a little horoscope and a little psyche. Aquarius, this is the time for you to buy new things, prepare your way. You're going to be doing good things now. Aquarius, the vibes is very good.
spiritual energy, and you'll find yourself just lifted in another world, like you're just in a world of your own. You don't even have to smoke ganja. You're going to be feeling like you're floating in another atmosphere. And that's all right, because that's very spiritual. But you have to control yourself. You may be picking up on energy of people and different type of things now, because the energy is very powerful. And who all seen that rainbow this evening? They're going to have a lot of luck. There was a beautiful rainbow in the sky, and I mean it was beautiful. So whoever seen that rainbow, it brought you luck. Not many people seen the double rainbow. There was one rainbow, right behind it was another rainbow. So if you see the double rainbow, you're going to have double luck. And with that, I give 6, 15, 34, 7, and 21. So you know where your numbers at. Go back to the DJ, and don't forget, we got coming in soon. I have a big time DJ is coming in. Everybody say, where you at? Where you at? He coming. He got Tony Dash on the 1 and 2. And our big DJ is coming in. Say his name. Write his name. Send it. Want to see it. If you know his name, send it. On the pages. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you represent.
I know she's mine, because the doggone girl is mine. I don't understand your way of thinking. Say that she's yours, not mine. Say the wrong is in your thinking. Really just a waste of time, because she's mine. Manager, don't waste your time. Because the doggone girl is mine. I love you more than you. I love you endlessly. Love you really. So come and love me to one time. Good question. But I like the most person because cause I really feel it's time. And don't you tell you I'm the one for her, cause she said to blow my mind. The girl is mine.
Happy birthday to all the folks out there who got a birthday. Happy birthday greeting. Don't forget to call Sister DeBonk 718-253-7273. No matter what troubles you're going through, if you're having immigration problems, if you're having problems trying to sleep at night, having difficulties trying to learn, just having problems with your own self, you're feeling your spirit is being attacked. Maybe you're having energy in your house you don't understand. Or someone around you that's telling you lies and not telling you the truth. You're dealing with situations right now you just can't deal with, and you need some spiritual help. You're feeling all this troubles around you. You know someone is working on you. You know the ex is doing evil to stop you from having the person you love. Then you need to call me Sister DeBonk. That's 718-253-7273. And I'll be back momentarily. The music gonna blast off.
Attention, Sister Dubon, a gifted spiritual and healer, offers psychic readings daily, remove evil spirits, bad luck, and can help you with money problems, and specializes in love and health problems. If you want to be happy again in life, Call now, 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273.
If you're looking for solution to all your problems in life, there is one person and one person only you should come to, Sister Dubon. Our address is 1752 Flatbush Avenue. Phone number is 718-253-7273. Make it your duty to see Sister Dubon if you're going through any problems in life. I can tell you from my experience, she is the best. She is the one and only that you should come to. Don't go to anyone else, because she has the solution to all of your problems, Sister Dubon.
You got to be the livest station. Yo, the livest station on the air. So the next time you're on Facebook or Twitter, share. KingandQueenRadio.com, 93.5 FM.
King and Queen Radio. King and Queen Radio. BrooklynStation.com. BrooklynStation.
We're not pleased, lost our way, and we can't find the strength which takes us back home. I say all that glitters is not gold, it's not gold, it's not gold, it's not gold, it's not gold. We used to walk the earth, mankind was free. We used to ride the ox till we invent the wheel. Now cars crowd the streets, trains bring the news, planes fly the skies, and oceans fill with boats. We're not pleased, lost our way, and we can't find the streets which takes us home. I say all that glitters is not gold, it's not gold, it's not gold, it's not gold, it's not gold. Genius, someone tell you about this love. Realize what's going on. Really like you, this my really like you. We could run in fast, speedy like you. Wanna get familiar with you, I sound familiar with you. Girl, me and you, what we can do. Smoke and get high. One stop, wait a minute. Girl, me know you know like man, we a traitor in it. My crew, there is no player. Hater in it, the big ship we can sail out later in it. So make we walk a little, have a talk a little, although we like talk a little. You and me, make we sing at the park a little, you have the heart at the curve. Really like you, my style really like you. We could roll in cars, speedy like you. Genius, son, what? Let me tell you about this girl. So let me realize what's going on. Girl, child, really like you. Pretty style, really like you. We could roll in cars, speedy like you.
Something love is always yours and yours and yours. What I don't want to do is what I don't want to do.
Hello, Mom. She is the best spiritualist you can have. If you with money problem, no problem. Sickness or bad luck, call her no. She waiting to help you. 718-253-7273.
You know what to do to keep me falling blind to you. You could have it true, but instead of losing you, I've been losing sister down.
Are you worried about your future? Have you been crossed? Have spells? Can't hold money? Want luck? Want to love one's back? Want to solve nature problems? Want to get rid of strange sicknesses? Then call Sister Dubon at 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273 for your miracle today. When your case seems hopeless, there's hope for you. Sister Dubon will guide you through. A spiritual healer, reader, advisor, and consultant. Call 718-253-7273. That's 718-253-7273. The miracle of Sister Dubon.
I think I'm losing you because of you know what to do to keep me falling blind to you. You could have been true.
Sister Dubon will be live in the studio momentarily, 93.5 FM WBIP. Every Monday night starting at 9 p.m. King and Queen Radio, talking music with the one and only African spiritual reader, advisor, and doctor, Sister Dubon. Lucky numbers, horoscopes, you'll be able to call in 718-253-4239 or make those private appointments 718-253-7273. Sister Dubon is here.
Keep on using you. Sorry for the headaches like tears in you. Terrible thing, baby. See you later, alligator.
Yo, it's your boy Lil KC. You now tuned in to King and Queen Radio. Let's get it.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Thompson, aka The Traveler, and when I'm in New York, I only listen to King and Queen Radio, live on stream for all my entertainment.
Yo, this is DJ Flyboy.
Just been doing letters. Everybody watching me. Wearing the letters. Don't wanna talk about it. You wanna only do talk about it. It's in the talk about it. I get talk about it. Got something up talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I don't care what to say. Cause I know I just want this. And I don't really care. Still that she gon' get this. Nobody was sent this. I don't care how much. Yes, they say I'm the best. I don't really care. They say I'm the best. Tell them I'm there. I don't take the rest. Tell them I'm there. Tell them I'm there. I don't take the rest. But no, I just I know 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 I just I don't care what nobody says. Every carnival I got there. Plus I know that these are all living past. Then they say, I'm telling you, where I'm from Trinidad and it's a Tobago. As I see it, I see it. As I see it, I see it. Don't see it, I see it. Because they don't want you need us go. Look. And they like what you need us go. And they like to hear you need talk. And they like you need woman walk.
I want to find my sweet for my sweet and no sugar for my honey. Always break it up, I wanna put it on my sweet bed. Compliment, I got plenty compliment. Cause it's sweet like cinnamon, like easy honey. Cinnamon, hotter than a peppermint. Make you hard like cement. Make you reaching like you break up just like people settlement. White to from white, turn it around, white, white to from white, when the thing I've got to say, come on, it's all the thing. Beautiful, not sweet, and no sugar for my heart.
She went up and she asked for and she outside, so the push it out. Yes, the push it out. I see she jump over the fence and watch she climb over the floor. The push it out. I see the push it out. What she do? Why to the side? Why to the side? Why to the side? Why to the side? Why to the 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 side? Spin glass, jump on your bike, start to ride fast. Spin glass, everybody come with the dance. Spin glass in the dancing place, jump on the bike and start in your waist. Wine fast and a wine in the breeze, guide the ship to get to the shape. Spin glass is a brand new dance, if you see the girl get in the tight pants, and then over the girl in the track. It's a nature man, London France. Mash up in the water, you know, to the big girls with the tension. Build up, like a shot, big woman looking young. Slow down, right to the road, speed up, speed up, she walking up my storm, whining in a circle, watch how she perform. She's so cold, when she went and freeze, people stop and staring, like man on their knees, and all they go, can't even only pop and dance and tap, making me go crazy. Just standing in my watching you wine like that, you're making it so hard for me, you're over. Drop to the ground, then how you do your thing. You're amazing, and it must be from carry over. Point to the ground, then how you do your thing. You're amazing, and it must be from slow wine, walking up your waist. You know you are focused, how to get a taste. I don't mind standing in my place, but I feel you should be right up in my face. I'm falling over. Making me go crazy. Just standing here watching you wine like that. You're making me so hard for me. I feel it to take a shot down. I feel it to drink up in a drunk. I feel it to wine with a lady. I feel it to jump like I'm crazy. I feel it to wake me right up. Right to my feeling like I'm good time. We all feeling up crazy. You can't be my junkie and you move in the back. Oh God, make me put me to one on the head. On the ground, oh Lord. This jumping up, kill me dead. Get me with that in the back. Have the wine in, wind it, fire on the ground from the tank. Make me jump and I'll be waiting. The only time I get in the feeling when I stop begin the punch. Holy Lord, holy Lord, hey, hey. And then you can get in the top. When I have a man back in the I feel it to take a shot down. I feel it to drink up in a drunk. I feel it to wine with a lady. I feel it to jump like I'm crazy. I feel it to wake me right up. Right now I'm feeling like I'm good time. We all feeling up crazy. You can't be my junkie. In the head like a top. And I'll be falling down. But I'll in the air like a shot. Jumping all over town. Just carrying this on the way. That's what they call it. I'm not taking notes. Carrying on the way. The only time I get in the feeling when I stop begin the punch. Holy, 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 hey, hey. And anytime I get in business on top. When I'm a woman, but you know, this time is the jump up. This time is the jump up. This time is the jump up. Everybody in the game up, pull up. This is the fighting season. No argument, no bacchanal. This time is the white man bumper. This time is the white man killer. This time we will use and link with the red top. Facebook and the red one. This time is the white man bumper. This time is the white man killer. Let's go. This time is the jump up. 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 This time is the wind up. That's the sneaker and climb up. Which part of China? Everybody in the line up, let's go. This time for anything. But we don't tell them wine for anything. Get jersey, best two socks and anything. Married man, keep on high, even the ring. We don't have no cash or anything. Don't frighten us, we could have still get anything. Many queens, chilling my home and anything. Push it back and stop to crying. Push it back and stop to crying. When you feel tender, push back on it. Like up on your bumper. Push back on it.
Well, good evening, and welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. Yes. This show again, I gave you a chance to get to some music in because I know the first hour we had a talk show. So I know you just want to feel like moving your bones around and get your groove on. So again, we got on the 1 and 2, we just had Tony Dance, and on the 1 and 2, we got Flyboy. Good evening, Flyboy. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. How was yours?
It was beautiful. Were you snowed in?
Oh, yes.
You was snowed
Stayed in again.
I know everybody say, where's Flyboy? I said, Flyboy can't make it through that
Oh,
snow.
man, for real. Like, I'm getting tired of this snow now.
Well, I think that's it. I see the end of the rainbow. So I guess the end of the rainbow may be a sign that the weather is getting better.
I hope it is.
Maybe stormy weather. Because sometimes when there's a rainbow, after the rainbow, you get storms.
Yeah.
So, we could be getting ready to get some storms. So tell us what's going on. So much going on in New York City.
Oh, we soon opening up. Tomorrow the arena's open.
Yeah, and guess what? The movies are open too.
Yeah, they open up the movies. Yep.
So
get there.
Things is going our way. So
Yep.
it's about that time. So I know you're happy about that. If they're opening them up, they got to let the clubs open too.
Oh, for sure.
Because the clubs, you do stay distance from each other unless you're with the one you love.
Yep, that is true.
So there is distance.
That is true.
So, and the trains. Oh, that's a new thing too in New York City.
The trains now, remember, it was closing at 1. They stopped in the service at 1. Now they from 1 to 5. Now it's from 2 to 4.
Yeah, 2 to 4. So now that's even better. So New York is coming back, folks. So all y'all left New York down south, how y'all doing?
Yeah, don't try to come back now.
Y'all can't get back up here now. How y'all doing? Y'all stay down there with the barbecue, okay? Because you ain't coming back here. Because the rent's too expensive and they ain't going to let you back in. So you know what? You got to stay in the South. I just hope y'all don't have to pick no cotton down there because there ain't no jobs down there. There ain't nothing going to be down there but some cotton and some bushes and cleaning up. So I don't know. Y'all run to the South. Y'all going to be trying to find your way back in. The shelter going to be full of people.
Yep.
So they going to try that shelter system to get in.
Nah, they all right where they at. We love y'all, but y'all all right where y'all at.
So any club scene, anything you heard going on with the clubs and
so far, not yet. I seen there was a party, I believe Saturday. Police went to it in Queens. Woo! It wasn't a good thing. No mask, no social distance. So police stopped that party.
Oh my goodness. So that was the end of that party.
Yes, it was.
Wow. And so what they do, they just surround the whole place. Because that's what they did across the street here. They just get out in front of the place, about 50 cops stand there.
And go inside and make sure paperwork's is good, paperwork's not good, shut you down.
So what do you feel about eating in the streets?
To me, it's okay, but
Is that classy to you?
not to me, but to anybody else, yeah. But to me, nah.
Sitting out in the streets, the dogs come by.
The dogs come by, or people walking by looking at you like you eating, like nah.
The dog see the chin, decide he don't want to mark his territory.
The garbage truck driving by.
And how can you eat in New York City sitting out in the opening, especially down here in Bed-Stuy? Oh, but did you hear about this Nostrand Avenue now with all the clubs on every block?
Oh, yeah.
Nostrand Avenue has been gentrified, and every club all the way from Eastern New York Avenue all the way down to Eastern Parkway, number beautiful clubs and restaurants. They say it's like here in Manhattan.
Yeah, just like I seen the other day, there's a lot of halls that's opening now. Like halls to have like a meeting or a little party or baby shower. I seen a lot of them.
Yeah, so
like that's the new thing now.
So what's the new things? Halls?
Yeah, halls, like little small spots to have little functions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and they were still lasting through the pandemic. They were still doing anything through the pandemic.
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to all my ancestry family out there, all my family. And King and Queens, we're starting up in Africa. Yes, shout out to the manager out there in Africa. And his name is Daniel. Ooh, you didn't know we started up in Africa.
Oh.
King and Queen is starting up in Africa. And Deal's gonna deal with the station out there. So Daniel Deals will be taking care of King and Queen Radio, the manager in Africa. So we'll be broadcasting in Africa and out in Africa. So again,
that's what's up.
So we're not gonna be getting that good old African music here and African artists. And all my family out there in Nigeria, I wanna say big up to you and thank you, all my family who supported me out in Africa to bring the music here in New York City and Jamaica. And I hear out there in Jamaica, yes. Hi, Hopi. I know you out there. Love you, girl. Hopi Jones, my cousin. I love you, girl. I hear so much going on now in the world. What do you think about what's going on?
To me, I don't know. To me, everything is like quiet. They get this vaccine all over. I see now they got Mega Evans College. That's a place you could go now and get the vaccine.
They're better than yet. They walk into the project so you know.
Yeah. They opened up one in York College in Queens. So everything looked like it's going right back in.
Well, the whole problem of it, again, taking you back to it, if you don't take it, then they have an excuse. Millions of people took it, so they can require you have to take it.
Yeah.
You can't get past it now.
Nope. No one can.
The government doing it so sneaky. You say, okay, we'll go to your door and give it to you.
Yeah. If you even want something, you got to make sure you get that vaccine first. If you're flying out, you got to make sure you get that vaccine first.
I'm here sipping on some. I got to get this restaurant up the road that advertises us. They got some good lemonade. And I had some waffles with chicken.
Oh, okay.
You eat waffles with chicken?
I tried it before. It was alright, but I ain't eat it together. I eat the waffles first. The waffles first, then the chicken.
I can see them putting all this stuff
together. Yeah.
But I'm learning from a lot of countries. The people mix all the food together.
Yeah, that's true.
I even see them put syrup on it and honey and everything on it.
All in the chicken. I don't want all that. It's too sweet. I'm good.
You're too sweet.
I'm good.
So all you sweet teeth out there, well, I want to say you folks out there, big up each and everybody. Give everybody a hug this week. Find your loved one, give them a hug. Look for your loved ones out there. And greetings to everyone. I'm going to give you some more music, and I'll be coming back with just some more psyche vibes. And welcome to the King and Queen Radio, your first time WVIP 93.5 FM. I noticed the sound go out with Rumbler, but in the station you don't have Rumbler. But so for some reason, when this show go on WVIP, we get Rumbler. But when I'm doing it with other shows, we never have these Rumblers.
I don't know. That's something we gotta look into.
I don't know what that is. Maybe it's the line, the connection, or something going on there. Because you hear, and it's not in this system. So, okay, again, if you'd like to get on the show, give me a call at 718-253-7273. We had great guests this afternoon. Mr. Don Felicia, the president of AND Sports and Entertainment. And I learned a lot this afternoon about football. I still got to get it and learn a little more. Did you see the football season just passed?
Oh yeah, I seen the champion game.
Did you see the halftime?
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
To me, it was nice. What's his name? The Weeknd, he performed.
Yeah.
It was nice.
You did really enjoy it.
It was all right. It was all right.
Well, I'm gonna see, can we get them on this show soon? Because this gentleman here was on here. He can get all those people.
Oh yeah, that would be a good look.
So, well, I'm gonna see, can I get some more great people on King and Queen Radio, folks? So stay tuned. You never know what I bring you and what may happen here. Again, we go back to Fly Boy.
You make it so tight, choosing your battle. Make yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on a front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you don't get up, you keep on getting up. Cause this is Africa. It's time for Africa.
And that's right. Don't forget soon, King and Queen Radio Africa. That's right. It's called King and Queen Radio Africa. We are starting as of today. We are gonna be in Africa. So everybody out there in Africa listening to us now, big up to Africa. All my family out there, I want to thank very much Mr. Daniel for making everything happen here in New York City. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Deals.
It's time for Africa.
Where my patience at? Trinidad and Tobago. Purpose, Bermuda. St. Croix. St. Thomas. Puerto Rico. Santo Domingo. Cuba. Miami. Florida. North Carolina. South Carolina. Virginia. Washington State. And on and on and on and on. And on and on and on and on. Christina. Leroy. Where your mama at? Yeah. Who stole Carolina shoes? All right. I want to thank each and everyone for listening every week on WVIP 93.5 FM, King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. And again, folks, 24/7, you can listen to the station. There's so many people joining the web pages. I want to thank each and every one, so many on King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com. And now we got King and Queen Radio Africa, and so many different sites. And wherever you at out there, Twitter, Facebook, or wherever you're at, YouTube, Alexis, or wherever you're at, we love you all. And we want to thank you for each and every week for tuning in and joining us. And if you'd like to donate, you can also donate on this program by dialing 631-612-66 1752. Again, there's so much going on in New York City that I want you folks to enjoy life. I'm picking up on someone. I'm at my office, so you don't see me now, folks. I'm picking up on someone who's having difficult breathing. And you've been to the doctor, and the doctor seems to say they don't find anything wrong with you, but every night you're going through struggles in breathing, and you feel like just disappointed about everything going on with you. Make sure you call me. That's 718-253-7273. Someone is pregnant by someone, and you don't want to have that baby. You're feeling that the person you're with going to find out, and you really don't want nobody to know. And you don't really want to have an abortion, but then you don't want to have the baby. It's going to be a difficult decision because you are not going to know what to do. So you need to tell the man the truth and see what you can work out with him. Because you made a mistake, but now you're scared and you don't know how you're going to get out the mistake. You have to talk and tell the truth. I'm feeling here someone is going to move away and go to a whole new state and start a new life. And you're planning to move without the person knowing. That's a good thing to do, because if you try to move with the person finding out you're going to move, you're going to have difficulty and it may turn into something not so good. So if you sneak off and go, it will be better for you. I feel someone has really spent a lot of money in a relationship, unnecessarily money, and now you hurt the person is gone. Well, you can't blame the person. You volunteered that. So now the person is gone out of your life. The only thing you need to do, spiritual work or move on, because you're torn apart. Your whole life is falling apart and you're thinking of suicide. Don't go that way. Do spiritual work or either just try to move to another state and get into another situation or call suicide hotline. Again, someone is going through problems with the taxes. Someone is playing games and made you fill out your taxes somewhere, and they're going to take all the money and run. You're not going to get a dime from that money. So you need to pray and try to stop that person. All right, if you need any spiritual help, call me daily. That's 718-253-7273. You can call me anytime. And if you'd like to donate, you can donate to me. You can donate to me on Zelle. You can donate to me on PayPal. You can go to KingandQueenRadio.com, PayPal there. You can Cash App. Cash App 631-612-1742. You want to send a donation to the station. Again, that's 631-612-1742, and that's Cash App. And the name on there is Zina Palin, Zinapalin. Okay, folks, the DJ gonna take you back to some more music.
Hey, oi, Brazil, Super Lips. I want to give it to ya. 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 I want to give it to ya, baby. I want to give it to ya. I want to give it to ya. I want to give it to ya. Where you want it, turn me up. Let the boat in a overcome. Why you need to be in the officer? Come give me some sweetness, darling. Pop me all like a body gun. Pop me drink like a overcome. Boy, read the lecture, read the temperature. Come give me some sweetness, darling. Holy, cause you get in, cause you in a heat when I turn the pressure on. Oh gosh, turn it on, oh gosh. Holy, cause you get in, cause you in a heat, you want to jump in the water. Oh gosh, just take the rest one. I want to give it to ya. 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 I want to give it to ya, baby. I want to give it to ya. I want to give it to ya. I want to give it to ya. I want to balance. I want to walk it up, sick. I want to balance. I want to walk it up, Mind your business, mind your business, mind your business. While you're talking about me, I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please, don't touch me. God don't want you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes on. Mind your business, mind your business, mind your business, mind your business. I'm not thinking that's impossible to do. Cause if you want me to go, you got me up in the way too. You got me up in the way too. You got me up in the. If you want me to go, you got me up in the way too. You got me up in the way too. Because you're up in the. Come on. I don't know what to do, so I'm leaving. Cause you ain't give me no reason. And it's the end of the season. Mash up with interest, but you don't understand when you watch me. I said, I see that I bring the love trick. How you pick up a soul and it don't be no, baby, no. But your back on the clothes, see I got it, man. You put it on the ground by the outside. You tell me get out your place, so come inside. Baby, go to the God, you bring me down. Can't believe you're ready to give up on me just so. Cause if you want me to go, you can't be ready to go. I can't do it. I'll be feeling this. Me all I got, give me all I got. Give me all I got. Look who you already see you. The people that you don't drink now, we can do. Long time, they know I'll be a side. Making face and look fine. I told you I do it for it. Look how things happen now. Look how things happen now. So let me hold up and squeeze you. I don't even want to leave you. I don't know when we don't talk again. So it's not to take a drink.
Okay, wow, that music is hot. Wow. So, tell us what else going on.
Ain't nothing else really.
It's like
Just slow motion.
it's like a night of room. I don't know how you say it. It's a night of it's just still, it's quiet. And even if they open it back up the city, people like, huh? Really?
What's gonna be a shocking, right? Is when they open back up Times Square. Can you see how Times Square look lately?
I haven't been there, but I can
No,
imagine.
I ain't been there. I seen it on TV. But Times Square look like a ghost town.
But everybody gone. Everybody down south. And Texas, the water done flooded them out.
That snow killed them.
Yeah, well, that turned into water.
Yeah.
And after that, Texas is known to flood. So they may take Texas down. Who knows? Shout out to all the folks out there in Texas listening to us. And out there in Alaska, yeah, my friends out there in Alaska, big up to all y'all out there too. I never call Alaska. We have a lot of people from Alaska listen to us. And also from Sweden as well. Big up to the folks out there in Sweden. Well, so you ain't got no news? Nothing going on?
Slow motion for now.
Well, I would let it go back to some news.
Everything I seen on the news is that New York is opening. They keep talking about the vaccine.
So what's going on with Black events? This is the month, it's almost over.
Yeah. They give us the shortest month for Black History Month. It's crazy.
And what happened in this Black History Month? Is anything spectacular?
Nothing. All they doing is just showing some black movies.
Well,
and that's
what we need to discuss is a little bit about churches. And that's a topic. What do you think the meaning of churches? And then I'm going to give you my meaning. What do you think churches is all about?
To me, that's like the house of God. And no disrespect, but there's a lot of hypocrite. There's a lot of fake people that goes there.
Okay, but now what we gonna Do you know the beginning of church and why church started? Do you have any history?
Nah, I don't. You got the history?
Yes.
Let the whole world know, Sister Dubai.
Well, church have. I believe if we get rid of church, our people, black people, I think that would end us in a lot of things. A lot of people think it would destroy us, but churches have survived us from slavery.
Oh, yeah.
Everything happened through churches, through the messages. Even when they couldn't have church, black people found a way to form in their community, wherever they was at, in the barnyard or the fields, or they had their private ways, and they kept a lot of tradition from Africa in the churches. And what I discovered, did you know Islamic also was in the churches too, a lot of stuff?
I heard something like that before a while back, but I didn't know how true it was.
Yes,
okay.
Islamic, because remember when they brought all the slaves, they brought different slaves. There also was African, was Islamic too.
Okay.
And they mixed their culture, intertwined their culture inside of the churches. So a lot of stuff and symbols and stuff, and you really need to, and I think they were showing that this week, you really need to look up churches and see the history of churches and how it changed black people, how it helped the black people to get where they are now.
Okay. So what you think about churches now?
Churches now is, well, people trying to destroy it, but you're never going to destroy the word of God. See, people confuse it with St. James Bible and all those Bibles and all that. It's not that, it's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is something you can't put no description to it. And that's what people don't understand. Them Africans was not looking at a white Jesus when they was looking at that figure. They had the Jesus representing them. The Jesus that you think they were looking at, no, it was what they was going through. They was reading about this man, that what they was suffering. So in a way, if you look at their minds back then, they became Jesus. They was the one carrying the cross. So people don't understand how the minds of those Africans in those days. They wasn't thinking the way we thinking now, that everything changed. That was a savior to help them, because whoever this man was, he had suffered, and Moses and all those different people was going through, set my people free. That's why they had all them songs and stuff, because it was representing their suffering. So when you hear all these people talking about, oh, the Bible this, the Bible that, and the slave master wasn't teaching them nothing. Them Africans was very clever. They knew how to use that religion to their advantage.
That's true, because I was watching Roots, and that was very, very true what you just said.
Yeah, they knew how to switch things. And they even in other countries, they took the voodoo with them. They knew how to turn it into their belief in what they believed in as one. So nowadays, what happened, to survive it, is that the devil is winning, because how the devil is winning, it's not a figure of speech of a person, it's the evil of getting rid of something that can help that united black people. That's destroying their culture. If you get rid of the Bible, you get rid of their belief in religion, you get rid of black people altogether. That's their culture. That's what brought them through. That's what they survived on.
Yeah.
So now you get rid of that from them. Where is there going to be another strong organization that's going to be able to hold everybody together?
Yeah, that's true.
It was keeping faith with the people. I know a lot of people say it's brainwashing. It's brainwashing depending on the person who you thought was brainwashing. You understand? Whoever you thought was brainwashing, them people who had their belief, they wasn't being brainwashed. They wanted better things to happen to their people.
Yeah.
So all you folks who believe in religion and trying to help each other, they wasn't never believing in no white Jesus and none of that, because that was totally the opposite what they believed in. They was believing in a savior, in a spirit, a Holy Spirit, but they had to keep that in front. And throughout centuries, since it helped them to keep that figure there, they just kept it there. But they had no meaning of it, because like I told you, we had Islamics in there too.
Yeah.
That's why it became later on churches without symbols and stuff, because Islamic people never believed in none of that. But during slavery, you got caught up in it. You had to go with the flow. But once they became free, they separated themselves from that.
Everybody went their own ways.
So there's religion. Do your research, folks, on churches, the black churches.
Yep. Do it. Well, people, good night. If you're now tuning in, you're listening to Sister Dubong on Kings and Queens Radio 93.5. DJ Flyboy, I'm here. Sister Dubong is here. Tony Danza, he says, so right back into some, what do you call it? Music.
She's from my girl. She is some boy. Please, I got to jump. So you say you know you like it. You know my way. You know I'm a central. Gotta love to show me our mind. I don't care who shine down. Yeah, so get out of my way to go my mind. Hold me tight and bring down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Hold me tight. Hold me Unexpected like this, I get your feelings. I get your feelings. Unexpected like this, I get your feelings. I get your feelings. Got me wanting more. All I do, when you touch me so. All I do, you set me on fire. Put me in a mood, darling. I'll sing like a choir. I'll sing feeling good. Oh, I'll be drinking man down. You know what you're doing on me. I love how you got be drinking man down. You know what you're doing on me. And I never thought I could hope. You ain't got to be like a crook. But I keep hold up, I can get to feel it. Unexpected like this, I get your feelings. I get your feelings. Unexpected like this, I get your feelings. I get your feelings. You like to know all I do. You know I like it so. All I do. This feeling like sugar. Well, don't cry, darling. And if you want to know, right here you can die. I'll be drinking my now. I really want you to know. I really want you to drink my now. What you think of me? I'm not taking fire. Don't give me some good fire. Oh, I need to think fire. Shop this shit out, will be fire. I was holding on. I was holding strong. I was holding on. But I did. I was holding on. I was holding strong. I was holding on. But I did. The road is running, but I'm strong. People want to hold you down.
a part of it. I never come here to promise that I'm in a throne. I come in here with a bucket of it. Drink till I am full like a fit. I never come here to act like a sit. I'll say, I'm not gonna tell you my head. I come to stand with the Babylon. One let the top boy, I run like a flood. Turn like a fire, so chuck it to blood. Run here to me and then run in the house. All of them here from you want somebody, you never went up to the party, and if the party, they can roll your party there, nobody knows, why they choose to drink on it, nobody cares, they are plenty of dissipators, now is not the time for that, it's not the place for that, no, let me take a wine to that, wine for that, welcome to the fed land, everybody has something in their hand, it's a big job. Everyone from whatever, this is the fed land. Everybody are matching it, some call it a big job. So we can say, this is a system lock, you know what's up? I wanna take you for a ride, y'all. Shoes in your foot, girl, pick it up. Up on your back, that's coming up. Hold up, great, now we pick it up. Let's go on and shine. Don't have to do it. I know that you lose the race. Take your time and do it. Show me what you can do. Fine girls, pull on the belly, pull on the back. Give me some, give me some, pull on the back.
I come up to wine, boy, I come here to wine. I come here to wine, my ways of love. I come up to wine, boy, I come here to wine. I come here to wine and go down low. Let me show you how it goes. 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 Now here comes the lingo. Show me everything up. I really don't speak the lingo. Let me go be up by talking. Get back to sexy. I'm not drinking. Get to the next thing. If I am not a combat, I want to try to wine. Cause if I'm not one like me, so boy, you don't take my life. Let me show you everything go. 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 Let me show you everything up. Now you don't speak the lingo. Show me everything up. Now you don't speak the lingo.
And I can tell you what I feel you. I can feel your love and your love. Just say you want, say you want. You need it. You know I don't want it. You can push up on it. You can just stop on it. I can tell that you want it. You can go and push up and open up and wind up. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. I like it like this, just like this. 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 I like it 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 like this. Oh, To do what she does, she push right back when it comes to all money. Let's start by the boy and she got me now and got me busy. So don't bother me right now. Can't come to me right now. I'm in the middle of something. In the middle of something. Don't call me your number. Just please let me know. I'm in the middle of something. In the middle of something. Oh, God, I'm coming back. It's back. Everybody drinking, who cares what they thinking? Spill. Everybody sing on. Oh, we all have no beating up. Total disorder. Don't cross the border. Don't cross the border. Take that hurry up with the order. Oh, if you want to get to over. Hey, man, sorry for the powder. Everybody know every time we touch the dance. That's what you want. Fight, you wanna do. Fight, everybody you turn up the red and sound like this. Dance. That's what you want. Fight, you wanna do. Fight, everybody you turn up the red and sound like this. Practice, body work, calories, position, gymnast, love the way that your mind and jiggle it. Practice, body work, calories, position, gymnast, in the front in a round and give a flick. Turn up, we'll back to the pick. Wine and still show me and do it. You master all the tricks. Chop down flat and make it booty split. Kick down, oh you kick down. Wine to the yes, wine into your face. Oh yeah, you do. Turn around. Oh yeah, you do. Oh yeah, you do. For the love that you do, when I take me up and down, it's in the body tell me for. When I take me up and down, for the love that you do, for the love that you do. Tell me what I'm looking for, what I'm looking for. We don't need no more, time we can do what fire on Monday, fire on Monday. But I said this is the end for love. Fire on Monday, fire on Monday. Sitting on my mother, take it slow, so I move in control. Oh, sugar, careful what you're doing, careful of your living, baby. This is not a movie. If you like what you could take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, girl. You will get excited, I know, girl. Gonna be hard to fight it, baby.
Oh, it's like a soca night here. I know you enjoy it. Welcome to the King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterDubon.com, and it's a pleasure. We got our number one DJ here on the 1 and 2, Flyboy, and he is rocking it. So if you're just joining us now, we on every Monday night. That's from 9 p.m. until 1 a.m. in the morning. And you never know who's going to be a guest on this show. You never know who's coming through. You don't know. So you need to just tell a friend and a friend about King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, 24/7. Tune in because you don't know who's playing that night and who may be coming through. So you want to keep watching this program. It's just so much going on in the world. I want to thank each and everybody every week that tune in to us and go out of your way, and all of the older people, the elders, and in the nursing homes. So many of them call me. So many different people from the prisons, and I just ask God to bless you all, and all the dollar vans out there, cab drivers, and all these good people that bring me all that good food and I just want to thank each and everyone every week. I just love doing what I'm doing. And don't forget, no matter what your situation be, you're going through, you're having hard times, you're having family members just giving you a real rough time, and you need some spiritual advice, you need some help. If you don't want to come in, I'll read for you over the phone. My number is 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. And I'll read for you over the phone, make your appointments. And if you can't make it here, you have friends somewhere, let them know about me, and I'll read for them over the telephone. I'm picking up someone really is feeling sick in their body, and they're going to the doctor and it's just feeling cramped, just feeling real. That problem won't go away from you. You need to take a water bath. The spirit is telling me. I'm picking up from the high spirit here of, I want to say that spirit is running in the spirit called Oba. And that spirit said you need to wash with rainwater. So you may have to wait till it rains. In order to get that bad luck from you, you have to, take a bath with that rainwater and clear all the situation in your life and clear all the negative out of your life. Things gonna happen good for you, folks. I just feel that vibes out there for you. Someone is waiting for some money to come through. You've been waiting for a while, and I'm feeling it's gonna come through. But you need to get some parsley leaves, wash your hand, do the 23rd song, and you're gonna hit your door 3 times. That's right, 1, 2, 3, and say, open the door, leg wa, or leg ba. I want to shout out to all the Haitians out there listening to me now, and I want to say a shout out there to all the Africans, my African family, keep out there listening to me as well. And I want to say a shout out to my other family out there. And other people is all my family, my entire family here on the radio or wherever we may be at this moment. And if you want to send me a donation, you can send it to me, 631-612-1742. You can send a donation. The name is Zina, Z-I-N-A, and use Bevel, B-E-V-E-L, Bevel, B-E-V-E-L. You can send me a donation, 631-612-1742, and you'll be able to send me a donation on Zelle or whatever. And if you want to send on PayPal, just go to PayPal and donate. Okay, if you'd like to get on this program, I'd love to have you. You can write me AfricanReader@AOL.com. That's AfricanReader@AOL.com. KingandQueenRadio@gmail.com. So I'd love to have you on the show. You want a guest to have something to talk about. And I do have a guest supposed to be coming on the show this, very soon. That's right, someone going to be hosting alongside me. I'm waiting on them to call me. I want to say a shout out there to Carl Moore. Big up to you, Carl Moore. I'm waiting on you to come home. I know you're listening. Okay, out there again. Let me see, am I picking up someone? Virgo. Virgo. Right now, Virgos, you're going to have great news. Great news. Great things going to come your way, and I'm feeling that someone that you lost and you've been looking for, you want to get back with them, or something in the love is going to correct itself and be good for you, Virgos. Right now, I'm picking up that vibes, very strong Virgos. I'm looking at Capricorn. Capricorn, people like to confuse you because of your knowledge. And you can be very stubborn when you want to. But Capricorn, you have a way of getting out of things and moving forward. So right now, Capricorns, stay still. Let other people go do what they got to do. And when you come in, you're going to get a better deal. So let them run first. Don't force yourself. You know what I'm talking about. And just wait and watch and listen. And your turn gonna come better than theirs. I told Aquarius earlier about the spirituality. A lot of things going on with Aquarius spirituality now, and they're really going to be going through a lot of different things. Pisces, don't let people put their burdens on you and use you for who you are. You have good intentions, but people sometimes know that, and they playing on you, and they may be promising you they're gonna do this for you, and you're gonna be really going out of your way for them, and you're gonna lose. So if they want to try to get you to do something you're not feeling good right now, Pisces, don't do it. No matter how sweet they sound, you don't want to get yourself involved. And I want to go to Libras. Libras, your mind is over racing itself. Sometimes you'll feel like people just not being honest with you. And that's exactly what's happening, Libra. A lot of people not being honest with you. So keep your guards up and don't let your guards down for anyone. I'm gonna take you back to the DJ now, and Flyboy gonna bring some more good music.
Girlie on the beat, boy. My girl, I am so me keep coming back. Beat, make it keep coming back. Love how you flexible like I go back. When the rest of the body down, you must go back. Said she all over the G, not another one. I run my fool like Solomon. She asked me, when me got done, me see when the answer, me got a question. She said she have a man, me on the answer. Me say she have a man, me on the answer. That's you, say she have a man, me on the answer. My girl, she don't leave me. Why you just don't believe me? Hey, watch out, hey. Me say she have a man, me on the answer. Hey, say she have a man, me on the answer. That's you, say she have a man, me on the answer. My girl, she don't leave me. Why you just don't believe me? All I'm real about girl, them pop up and link it. Say she want give me king treatment, guess she thinking king. Girl, I feel like king, but she start convince me. You said you love her more than every sister, she may see you. She said she don't sleep on nowhere. She don't sleep on nowhere. Said she don't need you. She don't sleep on nowhere. You come here, you go with her, but I can't give up. When you say come up, you give us one thing else. But the night I short door. I'm baby coming in the past like it. And nobody can want more. Give me no la 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 la. Baby, don't hit that way, don't hit my driveway. Give me that straight way, better my highway. Lay on the head like it. I can get pretty good, nothing my secret. Nothing I'll keep it. I'm trying to beat it, so I need beat it. No, me not easy, when I want to leave it. Enjoy your beat this side. But the night, a short door. Short. I'm living on the whip outside. Tiny. And nobody can want more. Give me no, I get it easy, but I say you fool. Your best friend, I say you take it too soon. Your friend chat too much enough, she chat too much enough. She said the style, she said that you're too cool. She know when I'm on your fire and I let the too. We get it, girl, from the young like you to YouTube. Baby, come and clap when I listen Bluetooth. Girl, her body pretty like a Benz Bluetooth. Oh yeah. Anything they say, the girl I'm for. Oh yeah. She be telling them Pete, boy, are you serious right now? Don't violate me. Seriously. Come on, life. Boy, I'm some yellow. Start to your fire, yeah. Nothing that mean I like. No kissing and starving with them. That's some boy. I'm with this kind of road. Half them are shitting, sorry, bro. Hold you up, some dope. Gonna walk up with it in a crowd. Yeah, look at me. Yes, I'm a drama. Me make me yell, but I can't. Baby, miss you, slow them policy. After 9 o'clock, she can't call me. After me, no hear that, yeah. After me, no hear that, yeah. She better lose it. After certain time, don't contact me, yeah.
Never get to you. Them can't stop the dream. Got it. One time gone, long time gone, when we never have nothing. When I 2 slices of bread, be careful what you will leave can cut you. Now I tell them keep, and me don't even know how to store figure open. Before the line in everywhere we go, me have to walk with the sun. Now make them stop more me reach so far. Left my mother by yard, me a reach for yard. Coming back, man, I rise, man, I reach the star. Hey, me can't just think about the need for far. One shot, one pants, one shoes, one. Let me tell you about friend. Never coming on the equation right now, and we never know what
You know, sister, when you pray, things like ocean, yeah. When you there, better than your son, Lord, explosion, and we make it commotion, yeah. Baby dance with a watch, we have emotion, keep on slow down, yeah. We do it first, that is our motion, and we just like ocean, yeah. Never see a person, never see a person strong. Never the time for relying on people to make my move, and never saw me grow.
I know you enjoy. You're listening to the King and Queen Radio, WVIP 93.5 FM. King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterTheBum.com. Wake up, New York. Wake up, New York City. There ain't no time for sleeping. I know everybody feeling that sleepy because it's the mist in the air in New York City. And we just had a big snowstorm. And right after the snowstorm, the weather is nice and warm. And you feel like hibernating like a bear because you know that 888. I had to go run and get me some more food. You know, because I can't wait till this weather make up his mind because it's making me eat myself to death. You know?
It's the weather and the pandemic.
The weather and the pandemic.
The lockdown.
Everybody gonna have to go to the doctor and try to get off the pounds.
Yeah, the doctor in the gym.
I'm telling you, the gym is making money. The gym and the doctor's gonna make money. Because I tell you folks, and you can't stop eating. Because it's just the weather, the nerves, and it's the way people are acting toward you. So you just go and start eating. Okay, folks. So again, I want to shout out to all you folks out there listening to us. And I'm going to take you back to some music, and I'll come back with some more sighting for you. So make sure you call your friends.
6 love. Just like way out here, turn the 6 turn the side, the dicks. Never stop, never gonna take. What makes one pass we heard out the drink? You the air, 6 bars, I got no friend. Like up in the place, like a fire pit. Anybody 6 them dead, we have it. You know that? Oh, yeah. Happy man, feel like in kindness, oh, yeah. You know that? Oh, yeah. Happy man, feel like in kindness, oh, yeah. Last time you were with Jesus, see when it's feeling like me, gonna see this somewhere. That's what we like me. Liar to Jesus, in our future, style like first memory. Diamonds running like feel like a bigger chili. Like don't be out, go right back to Philly. You're the black girl, I'm the brown on the phone. You know, oh yeah,
You enjoying it. I want to see all my Jamaicans out there. How y'all doing? I want to give a shout out there. If you're in Clarendon right now, big up to you out there in Clarendon. And so many people out there called today. And I want to say to you out there, again, out there in Westmoreland, big up to you out there as well. And all the farmers out there in Jamaica, want to give a shout out to all the farmers in Jamaica out there who do agriculture and all those things and keeping Jamaica going. But I understand out there that the farmers are being done in, that they can't really do much in Jamaica because of, their foods and fruits and stuff is being taken away from them and other peoples are growing them. So again, all the Jamaicans out there who working hard to survive and keep your farms, we want to salute you today out there. And again, it's so strong, the Jamaican culture out there. Did you hear Flyboy? And I want to ask you about that in your country as well. Why in America none of their slave history is ever talked about?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a question that you just put me on pause. I can't even answer that, but that's a good question.
You know, I watched that movie again, and it talked about slavery in Jamaica. And what I was observing in that was that slavery worse than here in America, in those countries, in Jamaica and places, that it was so bad that they blocked it out of their mind and nobody never talked about it again.
Wow.
You understand? Wow. People only talk about here in America.
America, yeah.
You know, and
that's true. That's the only thing.
The slavery was here. The slavery was bad. It lasted longer here, but in those countries, the slavery went on for a long period of time too.
Yeah,
especially in Jamaica.
But like you said, you're right, because in school they don't teach you about slaveries in different countries. They only talk about here in the South.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I don't understand, and I don't understand. You hear about Marcus Garvey and all the big leaders, and you will hear about them, but you will never hear about the real heroes who fought the slavery battles. Only maybe some of them you hear, but you don't hear of the great leaders during that era of time. You know, if you go to Haiti, you can find all the leaders who fought, and their slavery is talked about. But did you ever hear anything about Jamaican slavery?
Never did. Never ever did.
You didn't hear
I know they had it, but
did you ever hear anything about Grenada slavery?
No other country but USA. That's it.
Why?
I don't know. That's what they trying to put in our head. That's what they trying to teach us, that other countries didn't have it. Well, we know they did.
But the thing about it, they know they had it, but what they do, they group it in here, and I think that's why they say everybody as Black Americans, because the slaves really was taken from here, from the Americas, passed over to the other islands.
Yeah.
So they not looking at the slavery there in those islands. They looking at it all started from here. Do you agree on that?
That could be true.
I don't think that's true with Guyana.
Why do you
I
say
think
that?
they come directly from Africa to Guyana.
Yeah.
And then travel it on up.
Yeah.
Not everybody was from the Americas. They didn't come through that boat through the Americas. So now what happened in Guyana? What was the slavery situation there? Do you know anything about it?
Nope. I gotta do some research on that to get back at you, but I know nothing about that.
Well, I know, was the Indians there in slavery? Because the Indians was the one that took over after the white man left.
Yeah. They took over. So probably was.
Well, nobody ever told you the history of Guyana with slavery?
Slavery? Nope.
Wow. But I wish that gentleman that called in, because he
Oh,
definitely.
who called last week? Yeah,
He know
his stuff.
He would know the history and all of it. You know, that's the most smartest man I ever seen in my life. But it's just amazing that nobody never talk about slavery in the other country, Barbados. Now, I'm going to tell you the history of Barbados. Slavery was strong there from Portugal to Barbados. Between those people fighting the Dutch. See, nobody talk about the Dutch to enslave all these people. You never hear the Dutch. You only hear the white man, the American white man. You forget the Dutch, the Jews, and all those other people had slaves too. They was running those boats to this country. So now, but you never hear that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say if you tear down all the history, there ain't gonna be no more history. If you tear down all the statues, kids in the future ain't gonna know nothing about it. They're gonna have to research it. How they gonna know what to research if it's not there in front of their face to see? So you could be doing yourself a bad favor by tearing down memories. You never thought of that, did you?
But that's the thing, like school out here, they don't teach you that. Because I went to school out here and all they keep talking about is, slavery. Well, they only talk about the USA.
If you're tearing down all the slave masters and people who all around the world, you're tearing them down, you're really doing a favor because all that history really gonna get erased now.
Yeah.
Because 5 generations from now, the kids ain't gonna know nothing about these people.
Nope.
You done got rid of it. The old people die off. There ain't gonna be no more talking about Confederate flag and none of that because they dead.
Yeah.
So new history, new kids. What are we? That's like going way back in the Roman days. Do you really know anything about the Romans?
Romans, nope.
Okay, the history was erased. They tore down everything. So when you tear down stuff, you tear down the statues, you tear down everything. Whoever the criminals are, people, you doing them a favor.
That's true.
Never thought of that. Now, going back to the slavery thing, Barbados brought all their slaves up. When the land got bad then, they used up all the land. Barbados was a big place. They brought all their slaves to South Carolina and rebuilt South Carolina in America and brought their slaves in South Carolina. Wow. So most of the Carolinians from the South are Bayesians. That's why they say they speak Gullah. They're not speaking Gullah, they speaking Bayesian.
See, I never knew that.
So you see, you got to get into the real history. That's why I like people that can challenge me. If you know anything about it, I love those stars and everything, God bless you. If you know anything, you want to call in the number in the station, 718-253-4239. That's the only number working tonight. The other numbers went out. Over here, 718-253-4239. And folks, maybe you can tell us about what you know about slavery. But what they did was, I'll tell you how come maybe the West Indians Islands don't do it. Because what they did now, the whites, which was especially in Jamaica, the Scottish. I won't say it wasn't love because looking at it the way it wasn't love. That was just the white men was on the island and had no wife left and couldn't bring their wives there because they would die from the malaria and the mosquitoes and stuff. So they started breeding the women in the islands. And so what happened now, if you had a Scottish, once the Scottish people, because basically it was Scottish in Jamaica. A lot of people think it was Scottish and Danish, but most of them don't know that. They think they're Irish people, but they're not. It was Scottish and Danish. I know the history. And what happened once they got in there, they tried to get the Chinese in there. The Chinese they had Chinese slaves too. Because the blacks, when the law passed, no more slavery for the black peoples in Jamaica, they went and got the people out of China. That's how you got the Chinese people in Jamaica, but they didn't last long. They couldn't take all that heat. so they had to end slavery. But the problem of that with the slavery in Jamaica at the time, wow, I know Jamaica says, well, how she know all this? I know. But the slavery in Jamaica at the time with the white man, it probably got wiped out the slavery because now they got rid of most of the black men and probably send them off different places because at that time they were sending them to Belize and to them countries, Belize and other places up in Canada. They were shipping the men's in other regions. So now they had the women's to play with. So now the women's was breeding mixed breed kids while the whites were still in there. So now there won't be no history because you're not going to talk about you got a grandfather, now it's white. You got a grandmother because even in Ireland, they went in certain parts over there and they also breeded in certain section of Jamaica too. That you got people over there from Ireland, they German, they got their own place in there, still in Jamaica today. And they're white and they speak Jamaican. But they got left behind when the masters pulled out and went back to their real wives in London and places. They left all those light skinned and people in charge of the black people. So they ain't gonna tell you about no black history. It was wiped out. So I believe that's how it got wiped out. If anybody out there Jamaican know the story, how slavery got wiped out so it never talked about, give us a call, 718-253-4239.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Yeah, music, I'm getting married. Ghost, yeah. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reaping, we coursing on. Oh, we are right on course. Yeah, we give thanks that we need it the most. We have to give thanks that we really supposed to. Thank you. Blessings all from my life, and we thank God for the journey. The earnings are just in plus. Gratitude is a must. Yeah. Blessings fall by my right hand. But that's what we need friends to take off with the Lord. But the time things sit up in a class on the tour there. But it's in the road and before me the road. Third form is a me care thing. And you know it formed up to be a fire team. Now up on stage with ready to sing. Yeah, see me all in this song, get a higher ring. Like hello, brother. Say I can suck ya. Start your post to spend that in the photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. You need a butter, pass through your soul to get on in a life, man. We have to come back to the journey. The earnings are just in plus. Gratitude is a must. Yeah, this is all I'm rather. But I go to the friends with the cup. You know what, but they're mixing up in a class of more than what it says. You know them, go on with it, go on with it. That's all this is about me. Trying to send me to them story. That's all this is about me. And that's all I need to give them the dog. I mean, the light. Get on the
Okay, I'd like to give a shout out to our artist Joshua. Big up to Joshua Jermaine. Big up to you out there. Know you working hard. And a shout out there to Don Bassett out there in Bermuda. The Bassett family. That's my family, Bermudian. Big up to the Bermudian families, the Bassett. Okay, I want to say everybody out there is enjoying tonight. I know I'm like down key, low key, because that interview got me tonight. It was a tense interview, and I'm still shocked behind. Okay, let me take that call up. WVIP 93.5 FM. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello? Oh, got to wait. Okay. Okay, 1 second. That caller, nobody you can call me daily. 718-253-7273. Again, that's 718-253-7273. I need somebody who's a diet company come on this show over here and teach us how to stay on a diet. Anybody out there?
Hello?
Hello, caller. Hello.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Good, and how are you?
Good. This is your friend, Miss Sunshine.
Oh, Miss Girl, how are you?
I am good.
I ain't heard from you.
I'm so much in the Jamaican district.
You know, Sunshine, you are the real deal. You started this business way before me. Well, we started about the same time, but you are number one. And I want the people to know who you are because I love you to death.
Okay. Me too. I admire you, girl. You've been there, keeping in and hanging in.
Me and you been out here since way before in Jamaica. Oh my God. Sunshine, you was the first one to start the Jamaicans in New York.
Radio. Yeah.
Radio in America.
And now within the television.
Yeah. Yes, you started back. And what year was that?
1972 and 1977 I started on the radio.
That's right, because you started back there, way back. And then I came right after you, me and Love Doctor and everybody else. But you
called Moore.
I had to call him tonight, Carl Moore. Yeah. He's supposed to be joining us back here. So how you doing with your television show?
No, I hear.
How you doing with your television show?
It's doing fine. I'm from the BrooklynStation Saturdays at 8 p.m. I thought you watched that every Saturday. I just got something from you there on my Facebook page.
Yes, I do watch it, but I wanted the folks to give you a plug. You know how I go.
Yeah, Saturdays 8 p.m. and 5:43. That's the BrooklynStation, and that's seen in all boroughs, on the 5 Brooklyn and Cable Division 6 to 8. But I call you because I hear you going down with this Jamaican history, man.
Yeah, you know it. Sometimes I got to wake them up.
Yeah, and like you say now, the Bajans, they went down south and they call it Geechee.
Yes.
That's why the accent is different down there, Geechee.
Yes, right.
Yeah. But yes, the Jamaicans got up on rebellion, man. The rebellion and the British said, well, they weren't going to put up with it, so they hang like William Gordon and Sam Sharp, But in that woman, Nanny.
Yeah, Nanny.
She fought off the British, so the British had to give the Jamaicans their own emancipation. So Jamaica and Haiti, there were two of the islands back beside that really fought the Haitians fought off the French, and they were the first country to get their independence. And then the Jamaicans were next from fight off the British, when they have that African spirit in them.
That's right.
Yeah, but yes, the Chinese guys, people are talking about Chinese now, and I tell them that Chinese were always in Jamaica, but then after a while they fled. That's why they have Chinese Jamaican, and people see, and they say I'm Jamaican, but I'm Chinese. They say, oh, come here, Chinese Jamaican. Yes, they have Chinese Jamaicans.
Yes, they do, because they was brought in after this. They couldn't have the black slaves no more to work. That's when they brought the Chinese in to do the work, but the Chinese didn't survive it.
Right, and you're right. Some of the men left in the early days with the Cuba, the Panama Canal. You're right in that. Yeah.
Well, baby, I'm happy you helped me out now if I get wrong now. But
and a lot of Syrian Jews came into
exactly.
And they mixed those light skin ones, protect. In Jamaica, it's not a racism, it's classism and colorism. The lighter ones, they have Irish and the whatever else, than the darker skinned one. So, yeah.
Well, you got to watch that movie. It's on 13. What's the name of it, Senate?
Long song.
What is it? Long Song. You have to watch that movie. It's a beautiful movie on Jamaica.
Okay.
Long Song. You get up and you watch it, and it's gonna make you cry.
I heard something coming out of England now. It's a documentary. I saw some preview of it on Facebook there. Yeah.
Well, if you get any documentary on Jamaica, let me know, because I love to see those stories on Jamaica. You know, you want to see real history and real things of Jamaicans, and not all this.
But you're right. Some of these young people, they don't know who William Gardner was, who Vogel was, or who Sam Sharp was. You know, they don't know. Some of them don't even know about Marcus Garvey.
And Marvin Garvey, I think his daughters now is trying to find out who killed him.
Marcus or Malcolm X?
Malcolm X. Malcolm X
daughter, because remember Malcolm X's wife, Dr. Betty Shabazz, she was a professor at Medgar Evers.
Yes.
And she was funny because I saw that the daughter being interviewed on TV the other day, and it crossed my mind because Betty Shabazz died in a fire that her grandson set. That's how she died.
I remember that. I remember that story well.
Yeah.
And she loved that little boy to death.
So she loved the boy to death.
Oh, she protected him. She did everything. And for him to do something like that, it really was sad.
Yeah, sad. Anyway, my dear, let me go. I know you're in radio time. I hope somebody will call in now that I have called in and kind of opened the door. Maybe they're listening, but they didn't want to call in.
They're scared I'm going to come too aggressive on them. I love you, Bobby.
Monday night, you know.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, folks, you're listening to King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com and SisterDubong.com. Don't forget, we're on every Monday night from 9 to 1 a.m. And you can catch Tony Dance on Wednesday nights from 10 to 12, and tonight from 12 to 1. And again, DJ, so you got the news. That someone famous has been on radio and on television. She started this whole thing in the whole reggae scene. Sunshine. Yeah. That's right.
The 19 Sunshine.
And I come right after. And me and her the longest, but you'll never hardly hear our names.
For real, that's the next thing too.
You won't even hear our names. They just skip us.
Yeah. Everything's the fellas.
And we know we was the original one. So, we don't care. We ain't fighting for fame. We did that.
You already got y'all fame, so it's all right.
We did that. We was in every Jamaican thing you want to be. We was there.
That's what's up.
All right, darling. You go ahead and play some more good music. Listen to King and Queen. Let's go. Let's do it.
And if you feel bang it again. And if you take it and do what you slam it again. Bubble till you feel down and show again. Bubble till you feel down and rip again. Underwater, we man, underwater. Underwater, we man, underwater. Underwater, we man, underwater. Yes. Underwater, we go in and night, and the nights like the world. Set you on your knee, now this world. Set you on your door, your mind, but you won't. Yeah, you are the queen, and the wife, and you don't want to feel sweet, and your right, and your good. Every night, Sashi, we do it, she never look at the my word. You better than the rest. You better than the rest. Your girl can't test. Why it's in the field, they go to the color, you can't feel stop. How you tell her right, how you can't feel stop. You can't feel stop. Hey, you know who so you feel on the vibes, so she feel the clock. Feel just a person, so she ain't my vibe. Yeah, I can feel the ceiling slowing at the crowd. She said, upside down, face touching at innocent. Upside down, the friends come different. Think me can like them. Keep us so high, just like the clouds, then. She
Say me full of gold, it's like a clear dam. Filipino coming in, I'm a money respect. Walk on the feet, I'm like a leather bag. Fingers are free, come with the
All right. Okay, so many people have passed away, and I think we should give our respects to them. They work very hard. They keep the reggae community going, and we as King and Queen want to give our condolences. And one person they never talked about was Mr. Gil Bailey. And Mr. Gil Bailey was alongside us way before during the same time as Sunshine. He was on there, and I used to see Gil. We all was young. So I want to shout out to, well, he passed away to his family out there, the survivors. And another person was alongside her that maybe a lot of people don't know was Mighty Mouse, as Mr. Tony Miller. He passed away, and he just loved this show. So, I didn't get a chance to see him, but I did hear he passed away. So our condolences going out there to Mighty Mouse, Mr. Tony Miller. I had to say that, sometimes people was good to you, even though he got on my nerve, but he was a very good man. You understand? He meant well. A lot of people didn't like him, and a lot of people didn't like Miss Love Doctor. Love Doctor was a famous guy. He was also alongside us with us out there, and so many others that you never hear their name. But I'm going to let people know of their name and who they was. I felt they was very good people. They just had their own ways, but they did make a good audience and a good show. So they work to be remembered, and all the rest of the ones coming forward is good. They got a lot of new good shows trying to come on, but we still need these old shows and people to come back and get your roots. Don't lose it. Keep it as long as you live in. When you go away, you won't know about it. But keep it alive while you're alive. Just because you're getting older don't mean you have to give up. Bring it. There's so many people out there that's still, Mr. Clyde Hudson, shout out to him too, because he's struggling, but I love him to death. But he out there going, he keeping it going. Clyde don't give up either. So, he may be running the station by himself, but he's doing it. And God bless him. Keep up the good work. Again, I want to thank each and every one that join us every week out here on King and Queen Radio, BrooklynStation.com, SisterTheBomb.com. You can call me anytime, 718-253-7273. I'd love to have you on the show to talk with you. And if you got some information you want to share, bring it on. But I got to ask my DJ a question. I know it's going to upset him, but when I get crazy, I have to ask you, if you had a choice, would you go to heaven or hell?
Well, right now, I believe we're in hell right now. This is hell. So I would like to see the pearly gates.
Okay, I had to throw something in there, my DJ, to catch him off guard.
Yes, you did.
You answered that pretty good. Yeah, I was expecting you to say I go straight to hell.
No.
All right. Okay, folks. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And God protect you and take care of y'all. And I love you all. And thank you so much. I had fun. Even though that interview really got me. I've been interviewing all my life. And this one was football. And I didn't know which way to even talk about this football. And I said, oh, God, I'm a good fan of it. And this is one of the top men of the world. And I'm sitting there.
But you made a touchdown. You good.
Yes, I did. All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay, folks, have a good evening.
XOXO, my love is very special. If you want it, you can have it. But don't take me so badly. So much things I did not say. I'm from a whole lot of something, and we can do it on that beach.
Extra forget that when you sweet up, everything crisp. I would love make a turn and twist. And you are party animal, and you are keep moving to the exit. And you are party animal, who you want to just crazy. And you are party animal, you want to do just so. This call for a slow wine, yeah. This call for a slow wine, yeah, yeah. This call for a, yeah. Tell them it's out time, but then wine, wine like it, wine like it, wine. Show them you can't free, girl, you got to wine like it, wine like it, wine. Like if you gone crazy. This girl is trouble when you bubble, when you find out money. She's trouble when you bubble, when you find out money. She's trouble when you bubble, when you find out money. She's trouble when you bubble, when you find you find you trouble when you bubble, when you find out money. She's trouble when you bubble, when you find out money. She's trouble when you bubble, when you find out money. She's trouble when you bubble, when you find you find you find. If you're looking for a carnival wine, if you're looking for a carnival wine, let me take you to Trinidad and Tobago. We have the greatest land of Calypso. We have a uptown style for your disco. We have a downtown girl for your disco. Send me tequila on the West Coast. What's your favorite style to go up to? And play on fire and statue. Baby girl, where you up to? Hey, girl, wind up your body on top. You love it when you have it on top. You know when you body go fit for the carnival. Everyone want that. Wind up your body on top. You love it when you have it on top. Your pretty body got fit for the carnival. Everyone want that. You get a gal to go blind behind the show. You get a gal to go blind behind the show. See the baby style to you. I'm gonna put them all your head down, everywhere you go,